Hello, and my name is Rodney Johnson. I have the pleasure and privilege of working as the director for the Tarrant Small Business Development Center, located in Tarrant County, Texas. The major city in our area is Fort Worth, Texas, but we're also surrounded by Arlington, Texas, which is the home of the Dallas Cowboys and the Texas Rangers. We're also known as one of the entertainment capitals of the Metroplex of the state of Texas and of the United States. So, in this particular county that we're in, there's a lot of entrepreneurial energy and activity that takes place. There are a lot of businesses. There are over 44,000 businesses in this area known as Tarrant County. So, of the 44 cities, uh, there are some 44,000 businesses. You can do the math, and it ranges a little high, a little low, depending upon the city. But this is a city. This is a county. This is a environment, an ecosystem that loves small businesses, and so therefore, there's a group of us at the Tarrant Small Business Development Center, which is dedicated to helping you grow your business, start your business, or sustain your business. Today, what we want to talk about is what's involved in a business. And I want to identify that there are four major seasons, and let's call it seasons, of a business's life. And those seasons would include the conversation that we're going to have today. So, first thing we're going to talk about is if you plan your business, you will also be planning your success. Failure to plan is a plan, but you may not be pleased with the planned results. So, what we invite you to do is to take the time, do the homework on the front end, be prepared to do the hard work in the middle and on the end, and you will reap some rewards that you have prepared for, that you've planned for, that you've anticipated, and that you've deserved. So let's go and talk about today's session. Today's session, again, is a small business guide. We're going to basically talk about the four seasons, of a business. So when we think about a small business, first thing that comes to mind is, well, what are those seasons? Well, first season that I'm going to call is called planning your business. Well, then you're going to talk about launching your business. And notice launching your business does not come before planning, but planning comes before launching. After your business is launched, then it must be managed. And then to experience the growth, to get to the levels and to receive and get to the outcomes that you have perceived. Those are the processes that are involved in growing your business. And there are strategies, there are methodologies, there are solutions as to how to go and effectively do that. But it almost always starts with a plan for your business. Let's talk about planning your business. So when you talk about planning your business, one of the smartest things, one of the best things that you can do first and foremost is going to be involved in this area of doing research. When you do the research for your business, for the idea that you have, the research has multiple purposes. One of them is the first thing we call it a feasibility plan. The business you're planning on starting, is it feasible? Is it practical? Will it generate the kind of revenue? Will it generate the kind of customers? Is there a demand for the kind of services that you are performing? And the answer to that can be found by doing research. And there's all types of research that can be done. But you should not go forward trying to initiate a business without having taken the time to understand some of the facts. Market research is critical. Competitive research is critical. Technology research is critical. Understand the underlying aspects of the business, but also understand the history of the industry that you're in. Take the time, and this is where so many people fail. And I encourage you to not make these fatal mistakes. But a lot of people fail at the point of developing a business plan. For whatever reason, writing a business plan may not seem as sexy. It may not seem as engaging. It may not seem like the thing that you would have fun doing. But let me tell you, I once heard it said before that if you want to live like nobody else, then you have to live like nobody else. So translate that to the business plan. If you want your business to be successful, you have to do those things that causes businesses to be successful. One of them being writing a business plan. Take the time to do the math. Create a spreadsheet, create a log or ledger, but understand what it takes in order to start the business. Calculate all of the startup costs, the rental, the suppliers, the raw goods, the equipment, the licenses, the leasing, everything that gets rolled into it. If you have specialized equipment, if you need trucking, if you have to have a specialty kind of a certificate, or if there's special equipment that goes in there to keep your product fresh or safe or compliant, understand what are all of the costs that are associated with that. Then make the effort to go and secure the funding for your business. And we've talked before about that funding, where the sources of those fundings can be. They can come out of your back wallet. They can come out from family and friends. For the right product and the right business plan, they may even come from an angel investor or a venture capitalist or another entity altogether. But fund your business before you start your business, because the one common definition of a business failure is that when a business is out of money, it is out of business. So make sure that you fund your business. Make sure that your business has adequate resources. Now, there are ways to starting your business. You can buy an existing business, meaning you're buying a business that already has customers, that already has a distribution system, that already has the software systems to support the business. Or you can also buy a franchise, which means it already comes with the marketing support, already comes with the support for processes and distribution. So those are very valid options, but all of those require funding and everything else. Even if you buy a franchise business, you still need to create a business plan. So once you've created your business plan, once you've completed, and I hate to say the word completed because that suggests that there may be an end to that process, and there really is never an end to the planning process. But once you have crossed over that threshold, that season of your business, now we want to launch the business. Let's talk about how do you pick a business location, how you choose a business structure, and whether it's an LLC or whether it's an S corp or whether it's a sole proprietor or whether it's a partnership. Be very careful in picking a business name, but that's a process you should enjoy, but also you want to be methodical on, because if you choose the wrong name and someone else already has that name, it'll create a lot of issues for you later on. Register your business with all the appropriate authorities, whether it is the county or the state of Texas or the state where you reside. Get the federal and state tax ID numbers. You can get an EIN number, an employer identification number, at no cost from the federal government. However, or the other option is you can use your Social Security number. However, I recommend you get a EIN number for your business. Apply for all of the licenses and permits that you would need in order to run your business. I've stated this before. If you're in the food business, if you're in the food catering business, in the catering business, you have to pass a test. You have to have a food vendor's license. You have to have a food handler's license. If you're in the medical industry, there are certain requirements that must be met as a minimum standard. If you are, and I've used this example before, if you're going to drive a truck, 18-wheeler on the road, you have to have a commercial driver's license, also known as a CDL. So make sure you have the qualifications, and then separate your business from your personal. Open up a business bank account. That legitimizes that you are running a business enterprise as opposed to you operating out of a hobby. And then protect your business. And there are two things here that I would say to do to protect your business. First and foremost, get the required business insurance. And secondly, get the right business structure. As I stated earlier, it could be an LLC, it can be an S corp, it could be even a sole proprietor. But whatever it is, be intentional about it. Don't get caught in a high-risk business without high-risk protection. The next season of your business life will no doubt be managing your business. Now you've already planned your business, you've launched your business, now you're up and operating, and what is going to be required of that business once you are up and operating? Well, first and foremost, it's going to be dealing with money. Manage your finances, manage your expenses, manage your procurements, manage your expenditures, if somebody owes you money, you have to manage your accounts receivables. If you owe someone money, you have to manage your accounts payable. You have to also manage very diligently, very passionately, how you relate with other vendors. Are you paying them on time? But also as diligently as that, you have to also manage your customers. Are they paying you on time? Hire the right people to work with you. I really don't have much more to say except for hiring the wrong people will cost you money. It'll cost you time. It'll cost you revenue, and it may even cost you your business. Another thing that is a deal breaker for most businesses, for every business I know, is the taxes. It's a deal breaker. It's non-negotiable. If you owe taxes, whether you owe them to the state or the federal government, you need to pay those taxes. Number one, it makes good business sense. Number two, it is required by law for you to pay those obligations. Stay legally compliant. There are several things you can do to do that. One of them is paying your taxes, but another one is making sure that you stay current on all of your licenses, or if there are new ordinances or new criteria or new laws that come out that directly impact your business, then you need to make sure that you're compliant with whatever those legal regulations are to come out. Make sure that you, as you are managing your business, that you are keeping up to date with your assets and your equipment, that you are tracking not only what equipment and assets you have, but are you writing the depreciation off? Are you taking the tax benefits? Is this equipment safe enough for your employees? Is it safe enough for your customers? Stay current with your equipment. Make sure you market and sell your business, because if customers don't know about you, they can't procure from you. If they can't procure from you, then your business will lack for maybe having the best solutions, but a solution nobody has ever heard of. Understand that cyber security is real. This is not 5-10 years ago. There have been so many violations within the last 15 minutes. It's unconscionable how serious cyber threats are. So you owe it to protect your employees, protect their identification, protect your databases, but you also owe it to protect your clients' databases. And then the biggest lesson from the last 15 months is coronavirus. Prepare for emergencies. Plan for the worst. Prepare for the worst. Have a contingency plan. Have a contingency plan for your customers, your suppliers, your vendors. Have a contingency plan in case you're hit by a tornado or another pandemic hits. Have a contingency plan that says this revenue source is not working or it's drying up. I need to be able to shift my business into a different direction. And then have the wherewithal, have the intentionality to recover from the disasters. And there will be disasters along the way, but they also are intended to help you grow your business. You can emerge from that, but it needs to be intentional. Now, how do you grow your business? There are really about 3 or 4 ways that you can literally go and grow your business. Number one, you can get more funding. You can get more funding to expand new product lines, to go into new markets, to reach into new territories, to acquire new businesses. You can do different things to literally grow your business. You can grow more customers, and please don't forget the fact that it is much harder. It's much easier, should I say, to keep a customer than it is to get a new one. So get more funding, expand into new locations, always be on the lookout for mergers and acquisitions where it makes sense. There may even become a time when the largest purchaser of goods and materials in the world, certainly in our country, is the federal government, which buys every conceivable product you can think of. You may want to consider selling to them. And then there's also markets outside of our borders. You may want to consider exporting your products into the worldwide area. Those are all feasible ways to grow your business. Now, I wanted to put this slide in here because this is important. Everything that I have reviewed here in the last few minutes have been for the sake of minority businesses, women-owned businesses, Native American businesses, veteran businesses, LGBTQ businesses. The rules are the same. The seasons are the same. So you can grow a business. You can plan, launch, grow, market, and grow your businesses. And it doesn't matter. It's not about the labels as it is about the effort. I want to congratulate you. If you're considering going down the entrepreneurial road, you'll find at times it can be a whole lot of fun. But if you need company, by all means, call us at the Tarrant at 817-515-2600. We will be more than happy to walk on this journey with you through every season of your business life. And then finally, if you want to reach out to us, go to our website. We can be found at TarrantSBDC.org. TarrantSBDC.org. We wish you nothing but the best. We encourage you to act upon your instincts if you believe you have what it takes. And for those things, those areas that you have questions, let the SBDC help you out. We wish you well, and we look forward to hearing from you. Thank you for letting us be of service to you. Have a great day.